Alright, so right behind me is the two Ford 8-inch tractors I just bought. And we're going to go ahead and take a look at them. I bought both of these for parts. And I'm not going to lie, I got my hopes up. I checked both of them. And they actually have clean oil in them. And they have oil in the engines. That's that one. And then here's the other one. So for a second I was thinking I was just going to go ahead and hook a starter up and carburetor and get fuel, you know, just hook all the stuff up and start one of these. But whenever I was unloading them, I figured out that both of them has engines that are locked up. And I'm very disappointed because I just bought two junk tractors that turned out to be junk. Upon further inspection, I figured out this one has a whole lot of play in the steering. And that shaft that goes up through the steering box is actually stripped out. I had to tighten this a whole bunch just for it to catch. That's fine. Here goes a freeze plug that's totally rotted out. Looking in at the gear for the flywheel, they look a little bit too sharp for normal, but at least they're there. That piece in the front's actually bent. And of course that wheel's no good. I think maybe the only good thing on here is that overriding clutch thing that goes on the PTO shaft. The seat foam is shot, and it doesn't have a spring for you to sit on. This little piece for the 3-part hitch has somebody has repaired this. That's not factory. That has been broken off and somebody has patched that. Same thing with this arm. You can see a weld on it. The other one doesn't have it because somebody welded it. They repaired it. Okay. So it looks like I'm just going to have to go ahead and split this tractor where it sits and build that engine on this tailgate that's not even there. I'll just build it on the bed or something. Okay, so it's appeared that I just bought two pieces of junk, but let me let you in on a little secret. A Ford 8-inch tractor is never actually a piece of junk. They have a cast iron 4-cylinder that's actually sleeved, so that's totally repairable. And as you notice at that part where the carburetor bolts up, it's an updraft carburetor. Even though this engine might get rained on, no water actually goes into the engine. It's the best, trust me. Okay, so here goes a second parts tractor that actually looks like it's a little bit better condition. Of course that tire's bad. But it actually has the fuel tank hood. And if you look inside, you can't see it, but it has some weird things that look like rice in there. I don't know if they're worms. I don't know what that is. I better close this. It has a starter on it. And the steering is way more tighter. And actually looks like it kind of works, even though it's missing the nut on the steering wheel. And the tack is not readable. It's a pretty nice bumper on it. That thing's a little bit bent, but I can fix that. So what I think I'm going to do is go ahead and work on this one because all the parts are off of it and it's easier to start on. And since this one has all its parts still intact, I'll just use this as a reference because I have no idea where any of this goes. Well, what do you really expect? I bought both of these from a family member that bought these for parts 20 years ago, and they were probably sitting up for who knows how long when they bought them. Well, we could sit here and speculate all day on what is what engine's good, what transmission's bad, what axle's bad, but there's only one way to find out. Go ahead and split it. Go ahead and try to rebuild one engine, then do the same thing to the other one. Whatever's junk, throw it away. That's where I'm at right now. I mean, I don't know how it's actually going to turn out because I don't really know what's going to happen when I open up the engines, but I kind of want to save them both because even though they're pretty incomplete, you can buy parts for them and so on and whatever. If you found this entertaining, please like and subscribe. The end.